Can you believe that with just 2 incredibly inexpensive seeds most people casually toss into the compost bin, you could completely put an end to the backbreaking routine of hauling mulch year after year? No expensive tools, no fancy imported solutions, just 2 ordinary seeds that have the power to carpet your soil, shut down weeds, feed your garden from the ground up, and nearly put your entire garden on autopilot. If you stay with me until the end of this video, there's a good chance the way you've been managing your soil will change forever. Hey everyone, welcome to Farm Life Daily, where we show that healthy, productive gardens don't require massive budgets or complicated systems. If this is your first time here, you're in exactly the right place. This channel is all about stepping away from flashy solutions and getting back to simple, proven methods that actually work with nature. And if you've been part of this community already, thank you. Your stories, questions, and garden wins genuinely keep this channel growing. Before we dive in, if you're serious about turning your garden into a self-sustaining system, take a second to subscribe to Farm Life Daily and turn on notifications so you don't miss future videos that could save you time, money, and a whole lot of effort in the garden. Now let's talk honestly about a trap that so many gardeners fall into. Every spring, we buy bags of mulch, drag them home, spread them across our beds, watch them slowly break down, and then repeat the exact same process the following year. It's expensive, it's exhausting, and more importantly, it keeps you locked into constant maintenance instead of letting your garden do the work for you. What's interesting is that gardeners from generations ago understood something we seem to have forgotten. Nature doesn't mulch with dead material. When you walk through a forest or a wild meadow, you don't see wood chips or packaged ground cover. What protects the soil is living plants, low-growing species that spread across the surface, lock in moisture, suppress weeds, and improve soil health day after day without human intervention. That's the principle we're tapping into today using 2 plants, white clover and buckwheat. A lot of people hear clover and immediately think weed, but that idea mostly comes from decades of marketing by chemical lawn companies. In reality, white clover is one of the most soil-friendly plants you can grow. It's a nitrogen-fixing plant, meaning it pulls nitrogen straight from the air and stores it in the soil through its root system. While you're spending money on fertilizer, clover is doing that exact job for free, around the clock. White clover grows low to the ground and forms a dense living mat that weeds struggle to penetrate. Its roots grow deeper than most people expect, which helps it stay green during dry periods and keeps the soil cool and moist. Once established, it requires almost no maintenance and comes back year after year. It doesn't compete with your vegetables or flowers. In fact, it actively supports them by stabilizing soil temperature and moisture levels. Buckwheat plays a different role, especially during the warm season. It's an incredibly fast-growing plant that can germinate in just a few days and quickly shade out any weeds trying to get started. Its roots help break up compacted soil, and its flowers attract pollinators and beneficial insects into your garden. When buckwheat is cut down before it goes to seed, the entire plant becomes organic matter right where it stands, feeding soil microbes and improving soil structure. It's essentially a self-planting soil amendment that costs almost nothing. Setting this system up is surprisingly simple. For white clover, you just scatter the seeds directly onto your garden beds in early spring or early fall when the soil is bare or lightly raked. Press the seeds gently into the soil, water them in, and then step back. Within a couple of weeks, you'll see small clover sprouts forming a living carpet across the ground. When you plant crops like tomatoes or peppers, the clover naturally grows around them without getting in the way. Buckwheat is planted a little differently. Once the soil has warmed in late spring, broadcast the seeds over bare areas or between rows. It germinates incredibly fast and can be grown for about 6 to 8 weeks. The key is timing, cut it down just before it starts producing seeds. Let the chopped plants fall right where they are, creating a natural mulch layer. You can plant directly into that material or reseed buckwheat to maintain continuous coverage. When you use this approach, the results become obvious pretty quickly. You'll find yourself watering far less often because the soil stays protected and moisture doesn't evaporate as quickly. Weeds all but disappear because there's no open soil left for them to take hold. Over time, your soil becomes darker, looser, and more alive as earthworms and beneficial microbes move in. Your plants grow stronger and healthier thanks to steady nutrition, consistent moisture, and reduced soil splash that can spread disease. A common concern is whether clover and buckwheat steal nutrients from your main crops, but in reality, they contribute more than they take. Clover continuously adds nitrogen to the soil, and buckwheat adds organic matter. If you need to plant or harvest, you can simply pull the living mulch back where needed and let it naturally fill in again. Sometimes the most effective solutions are also the simplest ones. These two seeds can genuinely end your yearly mulching routine while making your garden healthier and more productive with each passing season. Try this in just one garden bed this year. The cost is minimal, but the payoff can be huge. If you found this video helpful, make sure you're subscribed to Farm Life Daily, give the video a like, and share it with a fellow gardener who's tired of buying mulch every season. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Until then, keep growing, slow down, and stay connected to nature here at Farm Life Daily.